Hey guys, how you doing? Coach Mitch here. Your CBP structure interview is going to be in 7 days. So what do you do now? First, you don't have time to guess anymore. At this point here, you're probably sweating and wondering what's going to go on. What am I going to walk into? And the reality is this. Most of you wait until it's too late to start to get the thing together to take on this interview because it's a real deal interview. CBP is not playing around. They don't have time for that. Now, you got to think about this for your interview. First thing is this. Your decision making. You have to understand you have to put in answers that show that you know how to make good decisions. Your judgment. You got to say why you're making a judgment call for sure. Number 3 is the why behind your actions. Why are you doing what you're doing? Don't give them the topical answer. You don't want to do that. You got to say why you're doing what you're doing. That is what they're into. What are the reasons behind your thinking and the way you answer this question? That's what they want to get into. If your answers don't make sense, nothing else is going to matter. This is a big deal for my returns. My returns are people who did it on their own, didn't pass, and came back to me. And then when I give them that sample interview, I understand very quickly. It's not giving them a hard time. I'm not saying they're not smart. They just weren't ready for the interview. But they do this a lot where they don't have the ability to give me the minutia of the answer, to get into the answer and give me the depth, right? Another thing too, you guys, your situations, when you explain them to me, that you got to make sure they're clear because the interview panel wants to make sure your answers are clear, okay? Now we're in day 5. You got to think about your actions. You have to have strong actions to understand their questions. If they ask you a question, you must have a strong answer. Also in that same vein, logical outcomes, right? They're going to ask you questions that demand logical outcomes. If you don't understand this part, it has to be law enforcement based. You cannot walk into there with this civilian mindset and think you're going to pass. This is why 64% of CBP interview people do not pass because they're not ready, right? Let's get into it. Day 4 and 3 already, right? Here we go. This is where most people fail because can you answer a question under pressure? I see this all the time in my coaching program where people, when I first start talking to them, they cannot answer questions under pressure. And that's fine because I'm on your side. We're on the same side there. It's no big deal. I teach you how to do it. However, this interview panel, they don't have any kind of patience for this. They got 10 people just like you. 10 people like you. Try the same thing. Get the same job. They do not have patience for that. You're not in their coaching program. You're in my coaching program. I've got patience. They do not. Another thing, too. Can you explain the same answer twice without falling apart? Can you explain the same answer twice to them or to me without falling apart? This should be down by day 3 or 4. This should be a fix by day 3 or 4. If it is not, you are weak. That's all there is to it. You have a weak interview. They'll catch that and say goodbye. Have a good day. Guys, at this point here, if you want real help with the CBP structured interview, I'm here for that. Get into my description down below. Get into my calendar. Let's do this thing, okay? 7 years, 90.4% success rate. The numbers speak for themselves. That's what I've done for the past 7 years. Let's keep on going. Now you're down to day 2. Now what happens, Coach Mitch? Well, at this point here, you should be tightening everything, right? What does that mean? Are you rambling still? Can you answer a question without rambling? Can you answer 4 questions without rambling? If I ask you a question on top of a question, can you answer it without rambling? Number 2, can you get to the point? Can you please get to the point of the question they're asking you? And that's how they do. They are an impatient bunch of people. They don't want to deal with amateur hour with you. You need to come in there correct and complete and ready to do battle. If you don't, they will sniff it out and be gone with you. Clean delivery. This is a part I see people fail all the time in my coaching program the first time I teach them. They don't want to hear, they want clear answers. That's what they want. Day 1, no new content, right? It should be in your head. You should be so calm and zen, right? You should have no new answers in your head. Stay calm and structured and confident. That's where you should be. That's where my clients are when I teach them. Day 1, day 2, day 3 before they're ready. Because we've done this so many times, my clients are given so much help because I care about them passing. The structured interview is the number 2 most dreaded part of the whole system. It's the second hardest part of the whole system. But you control this part, guys. This is for you to win or to lose. You control it. You have to come in there thinking, I'm going to win, but you gotta say, how did I prepare to win? You're 7 days out and you're still unsure about your answers. This is why people fail when they walk into this panel. They think it's no big deal. These people are in uniform. They worked there for many years. They're impatient. They have their weapons on, their badge on. They are impatient. This preparation is not optional. It is everything. Because once you sit in front of this panel, there's no fixing your answers. You either walk in ready or you walk out wishing, my gosh, you know what? I wish I would have prepared better for this. And then they'll say in your portal, come back in 6 months. We'll see you later if you want to come back. There is too much riding on this to take a chance. It just is. Go with me, go with somebody else. It doesn't matter. What matters is this. You get the coaching or the help you need to make you pass. If you're even watching this video, it must mean you want the badge. Why take that chance, guys? All right, take care. Coach Mitch. Bye-bye.